bad wife. Do you hear me? Answer now.
Ooh, give me a chance. I still got the forest covered for you, so I have. Even scared off old walrus features Audris. 'Twas fun, that bit. Don't know how long I can keep the path clear, though. You best hurry.
Well, there has been a complication. The dungeoneer I sent to collect the tome's fallen. Not only did he fail to retrieve the book, he did not even get as far as your position. Clumsiness. A step left where a step right was required.
What? Then what do we do? Can't keep the forest under control forever, I can't.
I realize that. I do need a little more time, though. I will hire another dungeoneer to retrieve the tome, if I can convince Hordris to stand aside once more.
Might be difficult after I attacked him.
We just won't let him know you're working for me. And I will pay you a bonus amber if you will patrol the path through level 2 for me for one more quest.
2 more ambers and the deal is done.
Oh, very well. I will send the ambers to you within the hour. Be gone. What is this? Who tries to communicate with me?
Oh, dear Malice, I trust that is to whom I speak.
Who are you?
Oh, well, being a dabbler in the arts, I have more than one name, but you can call me Morris if you like.
Morris?
That's me! Me, Morris, you Malice. With our names running together like this, I just knew we'd get along.
That remains to be seen. State your business.
Oh, well, it's your business I'm concerned with.
What would you know of my business?
To be honest, I know more than maybe I should. No, I wouldn't want you to think me a nosy eavesdropper, of course.
Heaven forbid.
I'm just a lowly, second-stage sorcerer of limited abilities, but I was monitoring spirit-level vibrations in the local area, as is my hobby, and I couldn't help but overhear your little problem.
Dragon's breath! You were spying on my communications with Goody Badwife.
Not deliberately, dear lady. As I say, merely observing movements of dead spirits through our world for my own curiosity. And clearly your communication was being carried by such a...
Don't bother with your implausible tale. We'll just pretend that I believe you. What do you wish to say to me?
From the meagre details I was able to glean from your communication, it appears to me that you were in pursuit of an item in the dungeons below the Tower of Time. Is that not correct?
I didn't mention the tower to her.
Nevertheless, it is correct, isn't it?
Keep talking.
Do you really plan to hire another of those slow, ignorant, clumsy children from the future to make another ham-fisted attempt at securing the tome?
Until I receive a better offer.
How interesting you should say that. I think I could arrange a far more direct means of obtaining that tome for you.
Is that so?
It might be. Tell me, why do you not seek to gain the tome in person?
Because I'm not sure which chamber it's hidden in, and I won't have time to search. As soon as I enter level 3, Mogdred will intercept me.
Ah, but of course he would find it more difficult to sense anyone else heading that way.
Perhaps.
Like me?
You are heading for level 3?
By a completely staggering coincidence, I am.
And you will attempt to retrieve the tome I need?
If you wish.
And what payment would you desire in return for this service to me, Morris?
Payment? Payment? Did I even mention payment? I am quite hurt. I wish to help you for the sake of being neighbourly, Malice. I help you against Mogdred because it's my pleasure.
Mighty One, Gumboil, ever the obedient, reporting for duty as instructed.
What the blazes are you doing back on level 3? I gave you instructions to guard the Ammonia until further notice. And now you come back here, unsummoned, and daring to call yourself obedient? You will pay a dreadful price for your next hesitation, Gumboil. Explain yourself. Now!
Did I miss something?
Last warning.
You summoned me back. I got your message yesterday. I've spent the last 15 hours journeying back.
Summoned you back? I issued no such summons. You've been drinking again.
No, Master, I promise you, not a drop. Why, I have your message right here.
A letter? You fool. Did you not think to check its validity?
No?
Do you really think if I had new orders for you I would send them by letter? When sorcery allows me to communicate with you instantaneously? Look! This parchment does not even have the seal of Mogdred on it!
You have a seal?
Of course, fool! Any correspondence of a peer will be sealed with the waxen image of his coat of arms. This was tied up with string. You have left Demonia unguarded, all for a hoax.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my lord. Forgive me, I had no idea. Please forgive me. Gumboil the Contrite is on his knees at your feet.
Who gave you these instructions?
Who gave... Well, I'm not sure.
What?
Well, I was given the parchment by a goblin.
You took instructions from a goblin? You thought I would even consider using those stealth bags to relay my commands?
Yes, Oh, no! No, Master, please!
You have had all the second chances I am prepared to waste on you, Gumboil. Arthur Tiller. There's been a slight blood spillage here, but the cleaners will soon put paid to that. What news?
Hail, grated up like the great Mogdred lies in the pantry.
That's supposed to be news?
Not pantry. Library, that's it.
I was unaware that you could read.
Oh, great and powerful bonehead, one of your books is missing.
Ah, you are the one who claims to be Morris. I expected you to be a lot older.
I claim nothing. I offer everything. Is this the tome you desired from Mogdred?
Give me that. Yes, this is it. All of Mogdred's secrets are now mine.
Oh, Malice, not all of them.
You have proven me a poor judge, sorcerer. You are as good as your word.
As I said when we spoke before, it is a pleasure. Now, if you will excuse me, I have other business to attend to. Please put the tome to the very best of use.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Spare me the pity, Scarkill. People can die of pity.
Is it done?
Straightforward in and out job. Malice has the book, and she and Mogdred will fight each other to a standstill. Then, when their old foe joins the fray...
Lovely.
Speaking of which, back to the work of resurrection.
Here's the orbs, were. Does you know how to operate it?
Not as well as Morgana can. Then it would be ironic if I were to perform an act of pure necromancy, anyway.
Oh, why?
My ambitions lie elsewhere. As you've seen from the raw materials I've procured, my ambitions are nothing if not grand.
I reckon you should build in moderation, Squire.
Moderation is a fine thing, so long as you don't take it to excess.
What I mean is...
I know what you mean, Scarkill, and it's exactly the sort of petty caution I expect to hear from Merlin. I've made allowances for my lack of knowledge in necromancy, and I have more than compensated. Observe these devices in my suit?
Yeah, they look out of place.
They would do. Technology is a closed book to you, but I have studied it long and well. These fire emitters provide the extra power and precision required to guide the magic of the orb across the dimensions. Quiet now. Even for a burgeoning intellect like mine, this next task requires concentration.
Hey, Chief! Chief! Can you hear me, Malice? Had another run-in with Audrey, so I did. Bad stuff. He's out to get me. I don't think I can stay here anymore. No, I can't. Oh, no. Malice? Oh, come on, ladyship. You won't answer the deals off.
I say, you, up there. Yes, you, the gentleman nose problem.
What? You talking to me?
I certainly am, dear heart, certainly am. Don't suppose you could be a right good sport until I'm fortunate. If undeniably brave and dignified, not the way to Dungarth, could you? Could you, eh? I'm afraid, my dear companion, Neddy. A golly dashed fine charger, mind you, but he's rather forgotten the way from here.
Dungarth? Dungarth? Castle Dungarth, eh?
Yes, that's the fellow.
Maybe I could. Maybe. Well, I ain't going to.
Oh, now that's not very gentlemanly of you, is it?
Well, I ain't a gentleman. I ain't even a roughman.
Oh, you mean you're a fay?
Of course I am.
With a voice like that? Oh, do go on.
I am.
Oh, dear. Most embarrassing. Profound apologies, dear lady, girl, thing.
Why are you here anyway?
On my way to the Tawny at Hexton, that's what, isn't it? Hope to stop off and lodge at the old Dungarth on the way, though.
Look, his plank thick he is.
I beg your Hidas.
Dungarth's a ruin, you plank. No roof. Lodge there. You might as well spend the night sleeping right where you are.
No, dash nuisance. No chance of me getting to Hexton before dark now. Do you know, I think I'm stuck.
Oh, not my problem, so it's not.
I say, not very kind, are you? Not kind at all.
Say, you're not going to that Tawny after all, then?
But it doesn't look like it, does it? Dear me, no.
So at a loose end you're at, is that it? Is that it, eh?
Well, I suppose I am.
Ah! How would you like to make up for being so rude to me earlier? So rude you were.
I sense you nearby.
Sensing an enemy is a minor feat, necromancer. Defeating an enemy is quite a different matter.
Come nearer, and you will learn that both are in my power.
You have threatened me more than once, Mogdred, and still I survive.
There is no survival in battle with Mogdred, merely deferred execution.
And my execution shall be deferred. Until long after your own.
How can you have returned, Morgana?
You should know by now. No prison can hold me back. Not even the boundaries between worlds can do that. And certainly not the boundaries you place between us.
You did not escape the Neverrealm unaided. Who helped you? Who summoned you back?
I am not here to talk about what has already happened, Mogdred. I am here for one purpose alone.
You lie. Were you here to just harm me, you would have attacked me before now. Why do you not show yourself?
Who said anything about harming you? Killing you is not my purpose this day, Mogdred.
But you swore vengeance.
No longer necessary. I will soon be gone from this world again, Mogdred.
Even the longest, most glittering reign must come to an end someday.
And I have come to realize that what I needed from this realm is already gone. This is a world of man and his ways, not a world of sorcery or my ways. And I have also realized that if one such as you were to remain within it, you would suffer a terrible fate.
What fate?
Mogdred, you are old. You are part of the past. I have seen what is to replace you. I know I cannot defeat it. And if I cannot, what sorcerer can?
You speak of my death.
What I speak of is more humiliating than any punishment I could inflict on you. That is why I am not going to kill you. It would be a mercy, and I do not feel merciful today.
I do not understand. Why did you come here then?
That is something you will never know. He's all yours, Malice.
Thank you, Morgana. I trust there are no hard feelings about what happened before.
None.
Impossible! How did you enter level 3 without me sensing your approach?
With this. This tome of yours is very informative, especially about the kinds of stealth magic that you're vulnerable to.
So this is the humiliating death that awaits me. Death at the hands of Malice.
I must be on my way now.
And so must you, Mockdrid, with this next spell.
Not good enough. Malice!
What? You survived! But the tome said...
You should not believe everything you read, apprentice. Especially not in a book that old. I devised a counter for that spell many years ago. We've been here before, have we not, Malice? And as last time I shall defeat you.
Not this time. Morgana has given me a contingency spell. Spellcasting. AVAUNT. Now, at last, I rule level 3.
What joke is this? I live. I am unharmed. That was it, Morgana. That was my humiliation. You spurned your chance to destroy me just for that. Why do you laugh? You have failed, Morgana. You have lost. Malice's triumph is just temporary. You shall see.
I have already seen, Mockdrid. All is proceeding as I have foreseen. All of it. All of it. All of it.
So, Malice, we sense pronounced changes within the 3rd level.
How perceptive.
It is as I stated, Master. The changes I predicted.
Yes, thank you, Pickle. Don't strain your vocal cords saying I told you so. Malice, as you have contacted us, are we to assume that Mockdrid has some demand to make of us?
Mockdrid's business, as you are well aware, is entirely his own these days, not mine. I simply wish to let you know that he is unavailable. Oh, and to give you a warning.
What warning?
While I tie up certain loose ends in level 3, I will not tolerate any of your Dungeoneers intruding here.
Loose ends? Loose ends after what?
That is not your concern. I am aware a Dungeoneer is already questing through the levels. What is his name again?
Well, not that it's a concern of yours, but his name is Dickon.
Oh, that's right, Elfwit. Tell her everything.
Do not harangue the sprite, you glorified janitor. It makes little difference whether I know the boy's name or not. I simply wish to make clear, if his quest should reach level 3, he must not dare to interfere in my work. I have many preparations to make, including finding the locations of the quest objects within this level. If he endangers any of my plans, I will rip the arms from his sockets with a snap of my fingers. Is that clear?
Abundantly, madam.
And I can trust you to waste no time with futile arguments?
I couldn't possibly comment.
Very good.
It pains me to admit it, Pickle, but I think you were right. Something serious has happened among the opposition.
But what, Master?
I could hazard a number of guesses, but I think our best hope of finding out is through observing the progress of our current Dungeoneer.
Only if he can reach level 3, which he can't at the moment because of the phase shift.
Then we simply wait until timeout is gone, and then hope he proves sturdy enough to survive. Patience is a virtue, Elf, and at times like this, it's also the only option.
Goody bad wife, answer.
The lady! The it has.
Silence! Not in the manner I intended, but my plan has succeeded. I am now paramount of the 3rd level.
Ooh, top stuff! Does that mean I can go home, get out of the cold? Freezing it is, so it is.
Head for level 3. I have other duties for you. There is, of course, bonus amber in it for you.
Oh, work. No rest for the wicked, not even the really wicked.
Perhaps I should hire one of your sisters instead. I hear Mildred can be bought and sold for a piece of gold.
No, I'm on my way. Keep the amber for me, keep it.
I shall be expecting you presently.
Oh, come here, go there, sweep up this place, take control of that place. Defend the forest path running through the other place. She's getting right bossy, that one. Really getting up my nose.
You should think of that as a temporary problem, witch.
Oh, not you again. Haven't you got over it yet?
To forgive may be divine, but one often finds revenge more satisfying than divinity.
It ain't that easy, Beardy Weirdy. I got a bodyguard now. Oi! Witless!
I beg your pardon.
Taram, hello. Prepare to face the bold Sahoo. Whoa, Neddy. Kazooks! But what a scoundrel I see before me. You there. Yes, you. The love child of the union betwixt druid and goat. Turn and face me now, I say, you popinjay.
Popinjay? Scoundrel? Love child of a druid and goat? Karas Karam, you dare to hurl such slurs at one?
Dare? I dare? Why, be most assured I dare, you charlatan. Unhand that poor young lady. Have ye no decency at all, attacking a defenseless young girlie like that? Even if her face does look a bit like an otter's rump, that's no reason to be so ungentlemanly, so unchivalrous. Unhand her, I say, ye cowardly knave, or prepare to defend yourself. I enjoy risking a filly for a day's work, so it is.
Do you indeed? Well then, perhaps one can arrange for you to enjoy all your days in such a heroic manner from now on. Akram, Vici, Eripavi! One shall derive great pleasure from observing his activities when he awakes. Ah, confound that crone and her cowardice. She has fled again.
The bits of metal are taking shape, Squire.
Yes, and I've nearly finished programming its operating system.
True. What's one of them when they're at home?
The thing that'll make it move and think for itself. I call the program Widow's Vista.
Widows?
Yes, because there'll be a lot more of them soon. Widow's Vista was my idea.
Looks almost human-like.
If this looks human to you, Scarkill, you must have grown up in a very rough neighborhood.
The roughest? Why, I grew up in the Avon. The lady was nicknamed William the Bastard.
Ah, the Duke of Normandy himself.
No, Duke got chased out of town for being a pansy.
You must be very proud.
I told you I was tough.
Several times, yes. Now you've convinced me.
I still don't understand what you're building like.
Oh, just something dreadful. I need to do more to get its outer shell into the right kind of shape. Go search around the castle for something I can use for panel beating. Pumice stones, anvils, anything like that. Get a move on!
All right. Truth, what did your last slave die of?
Asphyxiation. Care to take part in a reconstruction?
I'm going.
Adrian, hear me.
Our loyal ally wishes to speak. Go ahead, Morgana, I'm listening.
My departure to the next world is imminent, sorcerer. Clearly that was your intention, by making the effects of the summoning spell so brief.
Of course. Once you've aided me against Mogdred and Malice, I don't want you hanging around. I want you where you won't be a threat. You don't need the wisdom of centuries to work that out.
Even so, I have upheld my side of the bargain.
fail to keep yours, it shall of course be impossible for me to exact retribution.
My side of the bargain? Surely I already did that by bringing you back.
Your side of the bargain is to humiliate Mogred. Seeing that happen, all that I desire from this realm now. And you have everything to gain from what I desire.
I only have your word for that.
No one's word is so reliable as mine. No one can see the future so clearly as I.
What exactly has Malice done? Has she killed Mogred?
No.
Well then what the blazes?
My time here is short. Do not waste it with interruptions. If Malice had killed Mogred, you would then have to fight her. As things stand, she and Mogred are both alive and fighting over the same power. I calculated the sequence of events that will lead to her demise, and it started with the spell I gave her. As you yourself planned, Mogred and Malice will wear each other down.
You fear them, don't you? Both of them. That's why you won't risk trying to destroy them yourself.
And how does that make me any different to you, Adric? They will wear each other down, and then, when the time comes, you will slay Mogred. And you won't even have to fight him to do it.
And how would that work?
Oh, my dear Adric. You can destroy Mogred without even having to meet him, if you like.
You're sure of all this?
I say again, I have foreseen it. All of it.
I'm impressed, Morgana. You're almost as ruthless as I am.
You will never meet anything so evil as a woman, Adric. Well, until you meet a man, anyway. This was a mistake. All of it. A mistake it was. A mistake.
A mistake, Goody. I'm paramount of the 3rd level, and you serve at my side. How can this be a mistake?
Timing, milady. Your timing's a stinker.
I beg your pardon?
Everyone's out to get us. Ordris is after us, the Dungeoneers are after us, Mogred's after us, Merlin's after us, Treguard's probably after us too. Closing in they are, all of them.
Oh, calm yourself, woman. You are paranoid. Still, I suppose it would do no harm to appease 1 or 2 potential opponents. I sense the janitor's latest charge has just entered level 3, and we're not best disposed to fight him just now, especially with Mogred still at large. Yes, perhaps you have a point, Goody.
What do we do, though?
Now might be a rewarding moment to be approachable.
Yeah, but to who? To who?
Perhaps this Dungeoneer can find the treasures of the final level for us, if he can be persuaded to cooperate.
You want to hire a Dungeoneer, you want?
Treaties can be struck with almost anyone, Goody.
This is the Dungeoneer we're talking about, milady. They follow a code. Their services ain't for sale.
But this isn't an idealist's fantasy, Goody. No. This is the world. Everything is for sale.
You truly believe that, do you, Malice? It seems I did not teach you as well as I thought, if you believe everyone has the same greed that you have.
Good luck go with you then, milady. And beware of treachery.
I have heard enough. Green eyes, close. Yes, my dear Malice. Beware indeed. I believe what transpires next will be well worth observing.
Welcome, Dungeoneer. Welcome to my kingdom, for now Malice is the undisputed queen of the lower levels. Only my subjects can progress beyond this point. You do, of course, wish to become one of my subjects. Welcome, Dickon. I'm not so sure I trust you. So, pledge yourself and your endeavors permanently to me alone. Do you so pledge? Enough. I lose patience. Contrary to your belief, this is not a game. You thwart me, and so I destroy you.
Awaken, Malice.
Where am I?
The dungeons below Dunshelm.
Merlin? What is...
You were struck by a fireball created from red magic. Hordress's magic, to be precise. I've just revived you, up to a point.
You did this? You surprised me.
Well, don't feel as if you need to thank me.
Thank you. Now, why did you heal me?
I didn't.
But you just said...
I said I revived you, and I have.
He did, milady. I can vouch for him.
But the wound is still there, and it is deep. The fireball struck you in the face, Malice, and the burns have been carried far under your skin.
What exactly are you trying to say?
That the wound is permanent, or at least it is beyond the treatment that mere kitchen sorcery can provide, and it is still burning within you.
He means you could die, milady.
Red fire cannot be extinguished within the magic that a sorcerer can carry with him, Maris, and if you do not find a cure quickly, it will eventually burn you away.
How long have I got?
At the most a few days.
What cure is there?
Well now, what indeed? There's a reason I chose to revive you when goody-bad wife here came to me. I might still have done so, seeing you have become my enemy's enemy. But more importantly, I am in need of knowledge. I believe you might be able to provide a few clues.
State your needs.
I have an apprentice who has been missing for some weeks now. No matter where I look, no matter how loudly I try and call him, he refuses to respond. As yet, he still has no calling name, so I cannot summon him.
I fail to see how I can help you with that.
I am aware that you recently came into possession of a spell book belonging to my alter ego. I sense my apprentice's own magic around that book, very briefly a few days ago.
Ah.
Explain that to me, and where he might have gone after he gave you that book.
Well, I should really be spending the time searching for a cure, but I suppose I owe you a favour for keeping me alive this long. The man you seek told me his name was Morris, but it was all too clear that that was just a joke.
Not exactly, but carry on.
I'm unsure exactly where he walked to when he gave me the book, but I can say that I was in the courtyard of Castle Dungarth at the time, and he headed west. He remained in the dungeon dimensions as far as I could tell.
West? Within the dungeon, there are only two strongholds that can be found that way, Dun and Ammonia, and there has been much opposition activity in both of them recently.
He's your apprentice, not one of the opposition, surely.
I hope that is still true, Malice. Given his recent defiance of me, learning the answer is a prospect full of fear.
I sincerely wish you luck with it. Now, I must go and see if I can find a cure.
There is one.
Ah, and will you gift me the cure?
I cannot. As I told you, the cure is not within my power, but it does exist.
Then, will you tell me?
There is a chalice of pure silver. It is called the Chalice of Toldris, for it was forged by Hordress's own ancestor, Toldris the Enchanter. He drank from it every day, until it developed a tolerance of his sorcery.
A tolerance?
In the same way, a body becomes resistant to an infection the more often it suffers it. So the chalice became resistant to Toldris's red magic the more often he drank from it. Equally, were you to drink from it, it might give you resistance to the red magic currently burning through you.
Where can I find this chalice?
Mogdred stole it from the vaults of Richard the Lionheart while the king was on his crusade in the Middle East. It has remained in the caverns of Level 3 ever since.
Then I must head for the Tower of Time.
No, milady! Oh, stop her, Merlin, stop her!
Goody is quite correct, Malice. You cannot go back to Level 3. Mogdred retook control there within minutes of your defect by the previous Dungeoneer.
Quite the opportunist. He truly is you.
I fear so. But you are no shape for combat. You must not enter Level 3.
What else can I do? Send Goody? She stands even less chance against Mogdred than I do.
You must find an emissary, and fast. The next Dungeoneer's quest is beginning, and his path will take him to the appropriate parts of the dungeon, if he survives. This scroll lists his details. I suggest you negotiate with him.
Let me see. Jeremy. Why do the people of the future have such dreary names?
I understand Jeremy accepted Malice's offer.
He did.
Unfortunate, but necessary.
I know what you are planning, Merlin. I find it somewhat amusing, but I cannot approve.
The opposition grows too powerful, Dungeon Master. As the dungeon spreads further, the potential for Mogdred to gain other allies becomes greater, and when that happens, the temptation for Malice to make peace with him will become strong. It must not happen.
As you wish. What news of your apprentice, the one who was missing?
I have narrowed his location down to the far northwest. My search for him will start at Castle Durham. If I can find no trace of him there, I will try Domania.
So be it, but do not forget the game. You must remain on hand to test the Dungeoneers.
I will be here for now, but season's end is not far ahead. I can search for my apprentice properly then.
Milady! Oh, milady, look at you! Not good shape at all!
Not long left. Give me news, Goody, and make it the best of news.
Can't oblige, milady, can't oblige at all. The young and failed. There be no chalice for you. No other healing be strong enough.
No, he couldn't fail. He had to succeed.
He didn't get near the tower, milady, he didn't.
And there's no time to find another Dungeoneer. What do I have left?
Maybe Treguard?
What?
It's his dungeon, so it is. Maybe he can get the chalice for you.
He'd never agree to... It's worth a try, I suppose. Dungeon Master. Treguard? Can you hear me?
The illustrious sorceress seeks an audience, does she?
I contact you to beg your aid.
My aid, Malice? You surprise me. Surely the deeds of a mere dungeon janitor can be of no value to a sorceress of your superiority.
Please, forgive my former harshness, Treguard. My very life is in danger. I require magic. There is an object within the 3rd level, and it's the only thing that can save me.
You wouldn't mean the chalice of Toldris by any chance?
Then you know of it?
In a manner of speaking.
Can you find it for me? If you can help me to heal myself, I promise you a reward.
Healing. Did you know that you're attempting a form of faith healing, Malice?
Pardon?
Faith healing. Faith is a dangerous thing, you know. It usually involves stringent belief in things that are clearly untrue. You are trying to heal yourself by having faith in a treasure that is also untrue.
What do you mean?
The chalice doesn't exist, Malice, and it never did.
No!
Merlin made the whole thing up. He wanted you to waste time searching for the end of the rainbow, instead of using it to find a real cure. And now it's too late.
You're lying!
Your stubbornness does you little credit, and even less good.
It must exist. It has to.
And yet still it doesn't.
I require proof of that.
Quite the contradiction. How can you prove something does not exist? Proof is a physical fact. By definition, something that does not exist will not provide a physical fact.
Don't philosophize with me, Dungeon Master.
Believe whatever you like. Either way, you've outstayed your welcome within the dimensions of my dungeon.
And how exactly are you going to get rid of me?
As easily as this. Spellcasting. D-I-S-M-I-S-S.
Treguard, do you hear me?
I hear you, Merlin. I take it you have resumed your search for your apprentice, now that the quest season is over.
Yes. I could find no trace of him at Castle Doham. I am now within Demonia.
Fortune go with you.
What? How dare you disturb... Oh, it's you. Long time no smell.
Adric, what is the meaning of all of this? Why would you not answer me when I tried to contact you? Why are you wearing that armoured suit? It makes you look like a skeleton.
Oh, just call it my new uniform. Now, what do you want?
And what the blazes is that thing you are building? I knew it! I knew you'd do something like this. This was why I never wanted to tutor you in magic in the first place. I knew you were too impetuous, too arrogant.
Master, who is that you were speaking to just now?
Merlin. Why?
The chain, Master. It is a link in the chain. I sensed it. Master, something terrible is about to happen.
You leave me no alternative. Spellcasting!
What's that I see in your eyes, old thing? Fear? What a shame. I always planned to take my high sorcerer name in tribute to my first ever kill in the role, so I was hoping to see admiration in your eyes when I showed off my new fireball launchers. I was hoping you'd be impressed or proud to see the skills of your apprentice as he puts them to use. Lord Impressor or Lord Pride. I liked those names. But hey, I'm not complaining. I reckon Lord Fear has a ring to it all its own.
You're fading in front of me, milady, you are.
Goody. You came back to me again. Why do you not leave me? You owe me no loyalty.
You gave me a chance, milady. There ain't many who'd do that for me. Not even the rest of the Grey Sisters would trust me as far as they could throw a troll.
You have my thanks. The Grey Sisters?
No, milady. Don't go there. Don't be cruel to yourself. E'en with all the amber in the forest, the sisterhood couldn't save you. Not from this they couldn't.
Then I'm done. Goody. Promise me one last favour. Make sure make sure that my old master does not know of this. He must never have the pleasure of knowing he outlived me.
I'll live you a few hours more, milady, and he shan't outlive you.
What?
That be the news I came to tell ye. Merlin, milady. Merlin be dead.
Merlin?
Yeah, and I hears Mordred has fallen ill at the same time.
Oh, but then that could mean...
What's happening to me?
What do you think is happening to you, Mordred? You're dying. You have been for hours.
Who are you?
You don't know me? The old adage is wrong. What you don't know really can hurt you.
Your words are bold.
But I'll let you die comfortable in the knowledge that your forces will be in good hands. If you're waiting for an oath of allegiance from me, that's the closest you're going to get.
I warn you, I may be ill, but I am still equipped to crush some festering worm like you into dust.
And I'm sure I can take your word for that.
Allow me to demonstrate my word. Spellcasting. A-X-E.
Dispel E-A-X. Oh, horrors. Oh, Blanche. However did I manage to surmount the awesome potency of your attack? See how easily you are defied. Your ways are obsolete.
Spellcasting. F-L-A-M-E.
Better, but still not exactly difficult to evade. A simple step to the left is all it takes. Now, try this! Just like your other half before you, Mordred, you have no way of resisting the march of progress. But that is not why you are about to die.
No? Then why? Why are you about to kill me?
I'm not. It's already done. I slew Merlin. I don't have to do any more. You've already done the rest yourself.
I don't...
Can't you see it, Mordred? Look at your hands, or rather, look through them. You're already fading away.
How?
You are made of magic, Mordred. Light and dark. The two in eternal balance. In your case, the dark no longer has its opposite to prop itself up against. Those two spells you cast at me drained what little power you had left.
It cannot be true. I am Mordred. I am darkness incarnate. I am the fear that consumes and burns. I am the shadow that falls across every man's soul.
There can be no shadow cast without light, Mordred. Your light is dead. This was the humiliation that Morgana intended for you. To die knowing that your life depended on that doddering fool, Merlin.
No! You cannot slay me! You cannot take what is mine! I will destroy you!
And then there was one. Scarkill, do you hear me?
Yes, your Lordship.
I'll have to teach you how to address me properly sometime, Scarkill, but there are more urgent matters. The old forces of light and dark in the dungeon are gone, both destroyed by me. A new force has emerged to succeed them both, one that is decidedly dark and far more mechanical.
Exciting times, your Lordship.
I want you to round up any more goblins you can find. We need a proper army for our new pensmaster. Or should I say, goblin, Master?
Understood, sir. Before I do that, what do I do with a barbarian like?
Oh, him. Why Mogdred ever bothered hiring knuckleheads like that, I can't imagine. This organization is taking a new direction, Scarkill, and that means a further clear-out is in order. Kill Fatilla and any other agents of Mogdred, and exterminate any of those verminous cavern wights you find as well.
Lovely.
Exciting times, as you say, Scarkill. Raise a glass and drink to the future.
You have no doubt at all?
None. His death was sudden, and one cannot rule out violence, of course, especially given his location, but equally, it may just have been his time.
No, I sensed something terrible was about to happen.
Death is a terrible waste, even natural death.
True.
This is a sad day. Out of interest, what of Mogdred?
As yet, one is unsure, but as one can no longer sense his presence within the dimensions, one might surmise that neither half could be sustained without the other.
Oh, if so, there is some good in all this.
It's a very high price, Master.
I fear so, but...
Master, you do realise that there will be great difficulty convincing Dungeoneers to attempt the Nightmare Challenge in future if news of this gets out? Well, many would think that if the greatest sorcerer the dungeon has ever known...
The greatest sorcerer, Elfling?
If, arguably, the greatest sorcerer the dungeon has ever known can now be slain within its dimensions, many challengers will wonder what chance they can possibly have.
The sprite makes a worthy point.
If you wish to maintain the challenge in future, simply do not let it be known that Merlin is dead.
Brilliant. And how do we explain his absence?
Simple. You try not to be drawn on the subject. If pushed, you can explain that he returned whence he came, taking Mogdred with him. That is why Merlin came to this era in the first place, after all, to find a way of returning his darker self to the Dark Ages to resume...
Oh, it looks like you've heard, and I so wanted to be the one to break the happy news.
Who interrupts?
An eyewitness.
Witness to what?
The big moment, of course. And I thought you should know that you were right. There's a clever warlock.
One is no longer a mere warlock. With the passing of Merlin...
Never mind that. Who the devil are you?
The devil? You underestimate me, Treguard.
How do you know my name?
Don't be modest. This is a time of triumph. Celebrating the end of the old opposition. And also the rise of his successor. Me.
You are the new leader of the opposition?
Oh, yes. And new is what I'm all about. The old backward days of hocus-pocus and superstition in the greater game are over. From now on, we're playing hardball, all the way to the deepest dungeon and the darkest cavern. It won't just be sorcery your Dungeoneers will face, Treguard. Oh, no. From now on, it's the future I'll be throwing at them. A future to fear.
And who are you?
I am the future. I am fear. See you around.
Milady? Milady, are you?
Fear not, Goody. It no longer matters. Mogdred has passed into the night. I outlived him. A small victory, but a victory no less. I beat him.